Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the second episode of the Hall of Fame Challenge. My name is Casey Sports, and we're going to finally kick off our first game with Owen Cosletts. We are in the Nathaniel MG Cup in the second round, and we'll be facing Barrytown, who are in the Simu Premier just like ourselves. As for the season preview, this is how it looks. They are just one spot ahead of us, and we're down here in 10th. But let's first talk about the transfers, because we have made a whole lot of dealings. So let's talk about who came into the squad, and we'll do it in order. So first things first, Corey Francis. I'm not sure if he was already with the club, but he's a very good little signing. Let me quickly just change these colours so it's a bit easier for you to understand. I have it as, for this level, 8, 12 and 10. So probably a little bit too high, but the average attribute I'm looking for about 10. No, that was the wrong way round, fuck's sake. Oh well. Why is it upside down? That's really weird. So yeah, our average is 8, our good is 10, and our excellence is 12. I kind of read that backwards. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, we did sign Corey Francis ourselves, I'm pretty sure. And this is how he looks. I really like him as a midfielder. Signed from Goitre United. Had played at Swansea in the youth setup. Not played too much football in the world of FM, but I'm sure he's done quite a bit at amateur level. Sean Wilson is our other signing from Liverpool. Also played for Scam and Airbus. And just looks like a really solid right back, if you remember the team from that first episode. And it's been a long time actually since I recorded that episode, so I am trying to catch up on some of this. We had a big problem in terms of depth in a lot of these positions. Even though we have a big team, a lot of those players just couldn't play. And Sean Wilson is one of those. He can play anywhere across that back line. Really good height at 5'10". And yeah, I feel like he's a very solid player. Probably not going to be amazing, but I'm looking at players with a good kind of background. So having played at some top teams, we've got Swansea and Liverpool already. And that's kind of the idea, to try and have players with good potential, considering the fact that they are going to be, this is long-term investments as best as we can. Up next was Curtis Strong as a potential left-back. I like the mentors and the physicals are pretty solid. I would like if he was a little bit taller, but yeah, as an attacking wing-back, he's a pretty good option for us. And he also came from Wrexham and Stokes Academy. So again, we're trying to keep an eye out for maybe players who just have that kind of untapped potential. Up next, Aaron Pomeroy. He also came from Liverpool. This is more of a youth signing. This is more of a very depth focused signing. I like that flair though. I do really like the natural fitness, acceleration and pace. Technically he's not great, but I feel like he could do a bit of a job. They're just being physical. But so far, the only player you've seen who's actually useful is Corey Wilson. He's one of the only players so far. But now we're getting into, and I'll be honest, most of these players are actually important for the team. Reward Wakona, he hadn't started off at Morecambe. 25 years old, doesn't have much of that background pedigree. But look at those physical stats. Unbelievably good for this level. Really good heading, aggression, leadership. I really like Reward Mwakona. I think that's how to say it, Mwakona. Really like this guy, and I think he could be pretty key for us. Up next is Brett Taylor, another centre-back option, 22 years old, 6'2", again, really good all-round physical attributes, really good all-round mental attributes, and good technical attributes as well for a central defender. He's just a very good all-round player. I feel like he could play anywhere across the back line, anywhere through that middle. He's kind of a core player who we can use at any point. Not finally, but up next is Anderson Pinto, who hasn't really played at any high level. Doesn't have all too many goals, but as a potential kind of playmaker for us, I think he could be great. Again, physical attributes look good, but it's that flair, leadership, vision, and work rate I was really excited about. Dribbling, passing, technique, even a little bit of crossing. You can see he is a very solid player for our level, can play again across the front four. And versatility, I think, is going to be key for us once we get through into the kind of meat and bones of this season. Adam Pike is one of our 2 strikers we've signed. He is 21 years old from Taffs Wells, and he isn't bad at all. A lot of potential ability according to our coaches. Love the finishing, love the physical attributes, aggression, leadership isn't bad off the ball, composure is the only thing there which I'd want to be improved, but I feel like Adam Pike definitely has the potential to become a key player for us in that offensive lineup. Evan Cadwallader is another centre-back / midfielder. 18 years old, it must be said, this guy can be huge for us. Joined in from Newport County, and yeah, that determination, he's fairly determined personality, 18 years old. This is a huge signing, and I really do think he can change this squad for the better. Barney Sodi is another left back stroke right back, and again a very solid player physically, and you can see that is one of my main focuses. I want physically good players. I think that's a great way for them to develop. He's in from the Bristol City Academy, and all around one of the better players we have in this team. Already contracted in as a star player at 21 years old. Definitely one to watch for. And last but not least, we have Dylan Bebb, 20 years old from Pontardawe. And yeah, definitely, again, I can't really explain it any other way than potential. 20 years old, 6'2", with 11 acceleration and 10 pace. If that jumping reach were to be improved, you could have a really good all-round threat up front. For right now, though, he is going to be another backup striker, but it leaves us with a very strong team. As you see, we have a huge squad here with, if you look at it, we've got 37 people in this team. So it's definitely not a feeling of this squad needs more players. And it was very tough trying to find the what's the best word for it, trying to find the best 11, but also trying to scout. There's a lot of trials, a lot of just constantly trying to bring in players, seeing who would accept them non-contract offers. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little minute and build this team back up from the ground with all 37 players in mind, because this has been my squad for the friendlies, trying to just get everyone in. But I definitely think there's going to be some slight changes as we head into this cup second round. Okay, so this is the team. We have Lewis Reese and Alad Williams leading the line as our front two. Harry Owen and Ellie Evans on the wide areas. Corey Francis, Tom Price the midfield, with Curtis Strong, Sean Williams, Emlyn Lewis, Sean Wilson and Alex Lang as our back line and goalkeeper respectively. Pretty good squad. Corey Francis in the squad alongside Curtis Strong for the first time this season. No spots for a couple other consistent players such as Ben Haynes. Although no, I might play Ben Haynes. The more I think of it, yeah, Ben Haynes is going to come in. No real spots though for the likes of Chris Craven, who used to be in the squad. You can see by sharpness, like Savanis and Pinto had a few options. Charlie Bullock, I really struggled trying to find space for him, but I just between him, we also had a couple other very good players in the at 19 years old, he's going to come in ahead of Kyle McCarthy. You know, prefer Kyle McCarthy. I want to utilise some of these younger players. But yeah, pretty good squad. A lot of changes to maybe what we saw in that opening episode. But that is kind of what's going to happen in these next couple of episodes. Believe me though, the squad is going to start to become a lot more familiar over the next season or two as we find our best players and we have to just adapt to them leaving. That is going to be the big issue. No professional contract for any of these players, and we've got to keep an eye out on all of them. So here is Barry's side. I am taking control of the opposition. Instructions, I'm just looking at some of the options, and to be honest, what I'm seeing here is they're playing a very similar role to us, which I don't like. I will admit that. I'm not too sure. I don't want to be too extreme on any one particular thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on Curtis McDonald, and I am going to tightly mark Ollie Holbert, and hopefully that will help out our side. Even though he does play a little deeper, that was the only thing turning me off of doing that. I'm going to hope that works as we go into this game against Barry to start our season. Already a chance for them. Now again, remember, we're meant to be pretty evenly matched teams, so how this game goes is going to tell us a lot about this season for us. Well, the first real highlight starts with us. Harry Owen at the back post, hits it off the crossbar. Francis back in. It's eventually headed away towards Strong, but that is a very good opening chance for us. Now it's Strong again. Evans. Beautiful ball. Looking for Owen at the back post. And Harry Owen makes it 1-0. He's offered a chance before. Whoa! Hang on a minute. I'm not liking that dance there from Harry Owen. A little bit too jiggy for my liking. But that's a lovely goal there. Popping in at the back post. Very good aerial ability. Uh-oh. There's another chance though for Barry. Press. Pulls it across. And Haynes with a wonderful stop. Keeps it at 1-0. I'm very happy with that. Harry Owen, one of those players who, in terms of coach opinion, should not be playing in this squad at all. But we don't have all too many top class wingers. Holbert hits that one off the wrong side of the post. We don't have too many top class wingers, and so Harry Owen tends to fit in because of that physicality. Again, that's one of those things we're focusing on. And it's again Owen at the back post. He could have had a hat-trick, and it's just the same thing over and over. We cross it in to the man at the back post. Lovely goal again. I never thought this was how it's going to work. Strong, great cross. And yeah, Owen just too strong in the back. And we're 2-0 up less than 20 minutes in. And now on the 20-minute mark, there's another highlight. I really thought I was going to struggle a lot more as Haynes collects there. Harry Owen having the game of a lifetime already. Haynes launches it forward looking for Aled Williams. It's cleared away on as far as Evans, and that's a poor pass. McLagan. Great there. Elliot Evans showing off some defensive capabilities. Corey Francis. Oh, not great. A couple poor passes, but Curtis Strong pops up when it's needed. He's been great for us today. Francis. Over the top. Elliot Evans is there. Could cross it in. Aled Williams, the 15-year-old new gen, makes it 3-0, 21 and a half minutes in. This is a great game. What a way to kick off this season. Patton in, headed away by Harry Owen, but it's right back to them. Barry are having a few too many chances, I will admit that, as George goes for goal from long range and that sails harmlessly over the bar. This game has been non-stop. So many highlights for both teams, but we're the only one taking our chances. Patton to the edge of the box, there's Tomlinson, and Haynes couldn't deny Lucas Tomlinson making it 3-1. So they pull one back, and it's definitely not time to get overconfident here. But we have another highlight. Elliot Evans, the back post. Williams is there. That one goes just over the bar. What a job we are doing right now. I'm sorry for any sirens you may hear outside. Wow. I can't believe we went 3-0 up in 22 minutes. I'm very, very happy with that. And you see we play quite defensively in our tactics. This visualizer here is telling you what we're actually attacking a lot on that right hand side. And you'd think we'd be more focused on the left. That's where our highlights are coming from. Superb performance though, and I am actually going to do exactly that. Let's focus play down this left hand side where we've been getting so much more of the game. Curtis Strong, 2 assists, 2 goals for Harry Owen. Basically the same goals, rinse and repeat. Patton fires that one in, and it falls to McLagan off of the post. And it will count as, of course, no VAR. That's a poor goal to concede. We just kind of switched off. McLagan, the first one to respond. And it's another highlight straight away. Defensively here, we're looking a little weak. George breaks through now. Keeps going, pulls it to the back post. Wilson clears McLagan, and it's 3-3. A double from Kane McLagan. What you do here to deny this? Maybe drop off a little bit more. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to sit a little deeper. Hopefully that can work in our favour. 3-3. What a game. An hour in, 6 goals scored. We went 3-0 up. Now it's equal back up. That's terrible. Going to continue to try and bring the best out of this team. Lewis Reese is going to be our first substitution off for Adam Pike. And there's a highlight here. Hulbert on the left hand side for Barry. Finds Hugh. Price dives in. And both men are injured. And Greenham won't stop play. Fires that one just over the bar. Well, Tom Price's injury isn't looking good. He's going to come off for Gethin Jones, the youngster. Try not to make too many changes here. The backline not having their best of games. I'm going to take off that play for set pieces and try and pass into space. Maybe that will help. Adam Pike having a pretty good game. Sean Wilson is... There's no one way to bring on. Could bring on Dion Callady. I don't really want to do that. Just looking at our substitutes. So we've got... I think Wakona's going to come on for Emlyn Lewis, a centre-back. Maybe could just strengthen up our team a little. Could offer something. Well, it looks like this game is going to run out of 90 plus 6 minutes. And we head straight into penalties. Harry Owens down there in 10th. He scored 2 today. So it's going to be Aled Williams, Adam Pike, Sean Wilson, Harry Owen, and Gethin Jones. Oh shit, no, Corey Francis is going to slot in there. So Harry Owen's going to be number 5. Just because of his goals, I feel like you've got to put him in the penalty spot. Up first is Tomlinson, I believe, the opening goal scorer, and he fires that one. Haynes barely had time to set himself. I feel like that was a bit cheap. I'm getting flashbacks here to the West Ham save, bottling it and losing. Williams scores. Very good shot there by Aled Williams. Hulbert up next. It's 1-1 on penalties. He steps up here and scores a lovely goal. I thought that went over the bar, to be honest with you. Hughes now versus Pike. The 2 strikers taking our first 2 penalties, and Adam Pike softly passes it into the hands of Hughes. We are down on penalties. We have to save at least one. We cannot miss another one. Press. Fires it. Real power. I can't believe we bottled a 3-0 lead. Francis steps up, and that one straight down the middle as well. All the power he had in him. Joe Hart-esque penalty. There's Patton versus Haynes. Haynes not putting up a good showing for himself, we'll be honest. Drives in, and it's another calm penalty. Not really looking for placement. And so it is now sudden death for us. Sean Wilson versus Hughes. A must score opportunity. And he scores, sends Hughes the wrong way. There was definite panic there for me. My stomach felt a little lower than usual. Haynes versus McDonald. To throw away a 3-0 lead 20 minutes in would be unbelievable. There would have to be an inquest. And there's going to be an inquest as McDonald sends Haynes the wrong way. 5-4, it ends on penalties. We lose despite going 3-0 up. Can you believe it? Well, I think that is going to be all for today. 20 minutes, 21 odd minutes. I think that is about right to say goodbye. A great performance from our team offensively, especially in the opening seconds, but defensively a little bit of a calamity. And I'll be honest, I think it's time to say goodbye to Emlyn Lewis. And it is going to be the introduction of Brett Taylor with Mwakona starting ahead of him. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and bye-bye.